Hey, g'day folks, out for a bit of a casual hunt. Got a couple of hours after work. Reckon it's going to rain this afternoon, but thought I'd come out and have a bit of a sniff around over some old ground again. Just want to show you something. If you look right down there in the bottom of that hole, you can see a coin just off to the right hand side. If I put my pro pointer in there, you can see it's actually below the surface. So this XP Deus has managed to pick up a copper coin at the best part of, what have we got on there, 6, 7, 8, probably 9 inches down. It was one of those signals that produced a tone but no numbers. Okay, I've got it out of the hole now, giving it a brush off. Okay, it's a Skippy penny, and it's a 1940, looks like a 1948. So the back's still covered in stuff. There we go, give it a bit of a clean. Yeah, so we've got a 1948 Skippy penny down around 9 inches. I reckon that's right at the extent of this machine. Like I said, it was giving me a tone but no numbers, and the XP Deus will do that when it doesn't want to guess what the number will be, but it'll just give you a conductivity tone. So happy with that. Let's keep rocking on, eh? Alright folks, so got an 82 both ways, fairly scrappy hole, but it's right on the edge of this clearing around this tree, so that's all good. And it came out in the spoil quite early and I had to ferret around in the grass to find it, but you can see just here I've uncovered a silver coin, and it's a 1950. So 1950 sheaf of wheat threepence. Excellent. Alright, let's see what else we can get before it starts to get a bit darker, eh? Okay, so folks, got a really sort of scratchy 94, and it was down rather deep. So we'll be talking close enough to 8 inches down. Now 94 a lot of the time can signify deep small iron, but in this particular case you can see a little glint of silver. Still got the soil on the back. Okay, so we've got King George V there. Excellent, with a little bit of a wipe and it comes straight up. It's about the size of a shilling. Ready to have a look at the date. Let's turn it over. Oh, hey. Look at that, 1916. Beautiful condition. A little bit worn, but you've got to expect that out of these coins, especially these older ones. So 1916, you can read the date, perfectly legible. Excellent. 1916 shilling. Rock on. Let's keep going, eh? Okay, so this was a bit of tunnelling. As you can see, there's a dirty, great big root just here. Had the tunnel sort of sideways. But just here, you can see I've popped a coin. It's about half penny in size. Yeah, giving it a bit of a kiss because I had to sort of get it out from under that root. Oop, let's give it a bit of a clean. See if we can pick up a date. Appears to be a Commonwealth of Australia half, and it is 1912. It's in pretty good nick except for that scratch, but hey, it's what you got to do to get them out. Alright, let's keep going. Alright folks, so my next target is close enough to 8 inches under the deck. It's just come out in the spoil. You can see it here, nice and shiny. Looks like another threepence, it's the right size. This one's quite worn, folks. Okay, let's give it a little rub on one side. See if we can make anything out there. I can see Queen Victoria there, folks. So this is an oldie. Give it a rub on the other side. And I reckon it'd be hard pressed to get a date out of that. I'm pretty sure I can see an 18 on one side, which you would expect because it's Queen Victoria. And on the other side of the 3, right now I can't make anything out, but I will have a look at that when I get home and see what I can get. But being a what appears to be a bunhead or young-head Queen Victoria, there's no veil there, so it's more than likely 1880s and maybe a tiny bit earlier. Alrighty, sweet. Let's keep going. Okay, folks, as you can see, nothing's changed. Same hole, same lump of spoil, and you can see I just checked it with the Pro Pointer, and I've just popped a halfpenny as well that was just underneath the English threepence. And I'll just clean the gunge off this. And looking at it, it appears to be a Commonwealth of Australia half. We've had some good success with the leg rub today, so let's keep doing it. There we go, 1913. Excellent. Alrighty, a little mini coin spill of a halfpenny and a threepence. Excellent. Alrighty, let's keep going. I reckon the rain might get me soon, but we'll keep going, eh? Alright, folks. So just here was where I just got that Old English threepence and the halfpenny. And I've gone maybe 40 centimetres, so close enough to a foot to the left. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but I'll just clear it off a little bit so you can see the edge of it. I don't know if you can see the edge of that penny in there. Looks like a penny anyway. Let's get in there and flip that up. Excellent. Okay, looking at that, looks like it's had something resting up against it. So I'm just going to put that down for a second and do a quick check. No, it must have just been the roots. Okay, that wasn't too deep, that one. That was probably 6 inches down, so sweet. Let's have a look and see what it is, eh? Okay, so we've got King George V on one side. Give it a bit of a scrub. And then we got a 1912 Commonwealth of Australia penny. It's given up the oldies today. Okay, so that's pretty good. That was a 82 on the machine. It gave off a little iron bump at the end of it. And when there's an old nail in there as well, so that's sweet. It's the XP Deus has given me both signals, and it's up to me to choose whether I want to dig it. And of course, anything with a 80 or better on the XP Deus, I'm digging it. Hello. Alright, let's keep going, eh? Alright folks, my next find is probably about 5 inches down, and you can see it just at the bottom of the hole there. I reach in and snag that. It looks to be a halfpenny. It's a Commonwealth of Australia half. Let's give it a bit of a rub. See if we can't come up with a date. I've got a 19, maybe a 1917, maybe a 1912. There's just a little bit of gunge obscuring that. Looks like 1917. Excellent, 1917 halfpenny. Let's just do a little bit of a check and make sure it's the only one. It is, it's the only one. Alright, sweet. Let's keep going. Alright folks, my next find is about 8 inches down again and looks to be another penny. Let's give that a bit of a wipe off. And it is, it's a Commonwealth of Australia penny. Let's give that a bit of a leg rub. See what we come up with. Well, kind of helps if I hang on to the bloody thing. Alright, so this was an 81. It rang off as being quite deep. And there you go there folks. That's another 1912 Commonwealth of Australia penny. That's in beautiful nick, look at that. Alright, let's keep going. Alright folks, it's starting to get a bit dark. Sort of on my way back to the car. And I've just got a nice 82 in this hole. And I've turned out what appears to be a really grubby threepence. Yep, it is. have a look at it. I'm gonna have to give this a bit of a wipe, guys, because it's I mean ladies and gents, it's really grubby. And looking at that, I can see a widowed or a veiled head Queen Victoria. So let's have a look at the other side, shall we? There we go. It's an old English, and it looks like an 1890 threepence. Look at that. Got a couple of surface scratch marks from me giving it a bit of a rub, and a slight ding on one side that I didn't do because it came out clean. But that's beautiful. That's almost a great way to finish up. But I've got probably about 100 metres to the car. So if this is the last one, this is awesome. If it's not, let's see what else we get, eh? Right, let's keep going. Okay folks, so we're at the deep target thing again. We're talking about skiing side on for you. Depth of the Garrett Pro Pointer. This time I had numbers though, and I pulled up a halfpenny. It's Commonwealth of Australia half. I'll give it a bit of a rub on the leg. The light's starting to go, so I don't know how we'll go with the number. We'll have a crack at it. 1929. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, so again, nice and deep. This is an area that we've done before with a couple of different machines. And I think all the surface ones are gone. I've found no 1 or 2 cent pieces or anything like that. And they've all been deep targets, which is good. Alright, let's keep going. Alright folks, it's just gone and got dark here, and got a rather scrappy hole. I missed it on the pinpoint, so got a bit of lawn repair to do. But you can see just over here, this particular hunk of metal, if I give it a bit of a wipe, it looks to be a ring. Yep, it is. Now look at that. I think it's silver. You can see a glisten of silver just there, but it's gone rather black. It did give off the right signal, like a coppery brass / silver symbol or signal, and I'll give it a bit of a rub here. Yeah, you can see the silver starting to come through. I'm pretty sure it's silver, but I'll give it a clean up when I get home and we'll put it in the wrap up. You can see it's a ring. It's been slightly misshapen and being on someone's finger. Alright, sweet, let's keep going, eh? Alright folks, still going strong. Got about 10 minutes before I got to get home, and you can see just there glinting in the headlamp light what appears to be a silver coin. Pick it up for you so you can have a look at it. It's a sheaf of wheat. I'm going to say it's a 50%er. Yeah, it's a 1948 threepence. Alright, so we've got silver as well as a halfpenny, a penny, and what I suspect is either a brass or a silver ring. Sweet. Alright, I've got about 10 minutes before I got to head for home, go and have myself some dinner. But we'll see what else we can find in that time, eh? Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, good morning gang. This one will probably get added to the one from the other night, so there'll be 2 together, but a bit later out today. I felt the need for a bit of a sleep in, so I didn't leave the house till about 6:30. Been going for about 20 minutes here at that spot that's just absolutely minging with bottle caps and ring pulls. But I dug a couple of bottle caps, but I've just pulled out my first silver coin of the morning. Wasn't down real deep, and it's a 50% silver by the looks of it, just because it's a bit green, and it is. So there you go there folks, we've got a 1949 a sheaf of wheat threepence, so 50% silver. Beautiful. Alright, let's keep going for a bit longer and see what else we can find, eh? Okay folks, so here's my next find. I'm just looking at it. Okay, it's a pin or a badge, but it's got the term expert underneath it. Now, I've seen this before. Well, the last time I saw it was actually a part of a rifleman's badge, a US rifleman's badge. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's where I've seen it before. It's part of a US Army marksmanship badge. And looking at the back of it, it looks to have a hallmark or something similar right in the middle there. I don't think it is actually, just looking at it now. It looks like it's the pin where it's attached into the back. But you had those two droppers there where they hung additional qualifications off the bottom. It may be that, but I'll do a bit of research when I get home and I'll postscript it or put it in the roundup. Alright, let's get going.